Emi Martinez. Of course, that final game of last season against Manchester United, what on earth was he doing? Obviously, storms out of his goal, gets sent off, we lose the game, the disallowed goal, we don't get Champions League football, it's crippled us and killed us PSR-wise. And obviously, the game before, Emi Martinez reduced to tears coming off the pitch. It looked so apparent that he was leaving, and it actually looked to me as though Barcelona was going to be the destination, but it just wasn't the case. Emi Martinez just seemed to think this move was going to happen. It obviously hasn't happened. We got all the way to the end of the window, literally the day before the deadline. Emi Martinez and his agent decide to leak a story to the press, which basically says, I want to leave Aston Villa and I only want to go to Manchester United. How does he repay the club that, in my opinion, gave him everything? If he'd have gone to someone else and not Aston Villa after his time at Arsenal, he would have had a very similar career path. I don't doubt that. I'm not saying that Aston Villa has shaped his ability to be the goalkeeper he is today. What I am saying is that we gave him the chance and our fans have been behind Emi Martinez since that first penalty save against Sheffield United. He is loved. I would argue that if he had gone to Barcelona or someone foreign at the start of the season, he would go down as a Villa legend. Because without him, we don't get to the Champions League. It is as simple as that. That is how big most of his saves are for us. But it just felt like shades of Fabian Delph. Once again, Gareth Barry, of a player that you just think is there for you and your club, and at the last minute decides to throw it away. Manchester United, bear in mind, no European football. They are in a position right now where they are flirting with that bottom half of the table. Maybe they will progress this season, but last season it was dismal. And he tried to make that move happen. It didn't happen. Manchester United, of course, went with Lamans instead, which meant Emi Martinez, like a bit of an idiot, was sat at Bodymore Heath waiting for a move that was never going to happen. And all he did was drag his own name through the dirt in regards to Aston Villa. Clearly, Emi Martinez disappointed to not get his move. There's talk around the club as well that he wanted this move from day one. So Emi Martinez now has a huge job on his hands. Because as I say, this move didn't happen. Unai Emery, clearly furious, you could tell from his press conference, is now going to have to integrate Martinez, who is one of our highest earners, back into this squad. And it's going to take some doing because genuinely the trust is well and truly broken. I'm not going to sit here and preach that loyalty in football is a real thing. It's not. I'm not expecting loyalty from him to go and join another club. What I'm hoping for is respect. We were shown none of it from him and his agent, and you are seeing this so much more frequently now. Players' agents that are getting it all wrong, trying to force a move, and ultimately just ruining that player's reputation with the club. And it seems to me that a lot of these players maybe don't care too much because as long as the paychecks keep coming, why on earth would they care?